Afternoon, guys. I'm one pissed off guy. It's April 27th, 2024. Time index right now is 11:47, damn near close to noon. Kaiser screwed up. Kaiser screwed up big time. I'm getting a correspondence sent over to the member services. Hopefully they'll bump it up. Probably not, but the guys in charge of the West Coast operations, man, I'm tearing their asses apart. And everybody else is screwed around. Who am I? I'm the Weaver John C. of Roseman, California, who is supposed to be a Kaiser member. And now I was wondering about the faith and trust in the system that I placed into regarding my own health information, and all they did was ask personal information from me. Well, guess what? They messed up on this one. I just got the blurb from ABC News, even though they did do the story from last night. ABC News Los Angeles did the story last night. And they had it posted on their website. But this is pissing me off. Apparently somebody made a decision of transferring part of my data, along with everybody else's, out to third-party search engines. Google, X, and God knows who else. They claimed in writing that no personal data, including medical information, was disturbed. But what privacy information were they talking about? It's still part of the confidentiality. We're supposed to have faith and trust in medical insurance companies. That's one thing if I happen to go to a hospital in the Antelope Valley and they need the information, it's one thing they're going to have it. Or if I happen to go to an urgent care and they'll have the information there. Of course, I got to go to Kaiser Urgent Care for that. But let's just say if I happen to go out in the San Fernando Valley and get into an accident, and the hospitals or doctors over there need my information, they would have access to the information. Kaiser has facilities out there. Surely the facilities out there would have my information there. Okay. Say, for example, I'm traveling in the country, and I still get into a situation. If it's a medical situation, if they can provide the HIPAA-related information for verification, they could access my information to see what the hell's going on inside of, if I'm going to be in a medical facility for it. But what if it's not a medical facility? What if it's someone's search engine that gets the information from Kaiser for marketing information? No. You don't do that. It's one thing me going on YouTube or Facebook or anything else like that. They'll be collecting the metadata that way and transferring it to the other agencies, including Google all the time, because I see it all the time. Or even Amazon does the same damn thing. It's one thing if Amazon shares my shopping interests all around the place. They just don't have to get my little personal information, such as what's my credit card? What's my account number? What's my passwords? Kaiser says that they hadn't done that regarding their medical information. But what privacy have I been violated on? The major thing. They were supposed to be notifying the members. Or they had. They used the preference had. Nobody contacted me. They have phone. They have text. They have email. They have their own internal letter. Nothing. Not a damn thing. So yeah, I sent a very nasty one over to him. Hopefully without using so much vocabulary of the vulgar kind. But no, I told him that was a breach of faith, breach of trust, to allow this shit to happen. I put my faith and trust in the system. But in that system, you still have humanity. But I don't even trust the algorithms either. So how does this work? I'm coming to a doctor's office and I'm going to be getting some services done. I give them information. Are they going to keep it in their personal records or not? Before we actually had the computer working on all the network stuff, everything was kept in paper charts. And at least they did have copying machines during those days. If the doctors or hospitals needed the information from the doctor's office, they would call, verify, give the information over the landlines. And if they actually did have computer access, maybe. When I was growing up as a kid, all they had was a phone line, and all they had was the paper charts. Sometimes technology scares the shit out of me, especially when we're transferring the data at nanospeed. Less than a blink of an eye, the information of my personal stuff transferred to somebody else without even realizing it. Of course, maybe an exaggeration of nanospeed. Well, what the hell? I'll use it. Nanospeed. Faster than light. Or close to it anyway. So in a blink of an eye, or less than a blink of an eye, information is transferred. Gone. History. It makes me feel naked and vulnerable. How the hell would you feel? It's bad enough when I was working in insurance companies that I'd listen to the benefits and eligibility people calling in. You know what pissed me off is when doctors during those times, and they're still doing it these days, using out-of-country providers. And my last day working at this insurance company. In my ranting and my ravings, some of the conversation was getting into my head here now. Some of the memories. I was yelling and screaming at these assholes that you allowed out of countries who have access to people's information, and you didn't give a shit about it. They didn't care. It's them all the money. As long as they verified it with the HIPAA, they're cool with it. Which meant, if you had, check this out, if you actually had a doctor with a patient in the office, maybe within a 10-mile radius of the building itself that you're working in, and instead of him calling the building of the insurance company, no, he sends the information over to a third party, which is out of country. Not out of, well, sometimes out of state, but out of country mostly. India would have the information about me. And then have the gall to contact the United States. Now, I used India because I had a lot of Indian calls during those times. I didn't have very much of the Philippines. But I knew there were call centers out in India for this one. Because I heard the names that they kept using. I didn't forget the damn accents. So basically, California will be calling India to do a California call verification on a patient's information here for benefits and eligibility. And sometimes even claim statuses. That meant personal information was transferred to somebody else with authorization from that place about the insurance, and they were calling the states on this one. I was livid. I was going insane over this one. This was a breach of faith, trust, and everything else in that damn system I was working in. Because I didn't trust it. Still don't. Not the bureaucracy and sure as hell not the doctors, but I still need to depend upon the doctors to keep this mortal corpse going. Mentally and physically. So I have to do that, don't I? I don't have to like it. But I don't have to trust him that much either. Now when you got a large corporation, I said corporation, that deals with the medical information, that deals with the care of customers, and somebody gets in there and gets a data swipe out of it? Privacy information? What kind of privacy information are we talking about? How many times I kept saying doctors? And we're talking about that, were they authorized by the medical? But if they weren't, then that's theft. You just stole information from me. So how are you going to rectify it, Kaiser? Kaiser or Permanente organization, how are you going to rectify this with me and millions of your members that you just violated? You didn't notify. You didn't alert me. I got nothing in my email. I got nothing in my message details. I got nothing in the message center. Not a damn thing. So where the hell is this information at? Crickets. I do a PDF on a screenshot. And I am labeling it and dating it. Because if this was done this week or last week, I should have been having something on the board. But I don't. Nothing was telling me what the hell was going on. Nothing. Not even in the billing section. They would actually have that kind of information. What about medical records? Usually in the medical records, they would let me know of what the hell was going on. But nothing came. I'm PDFing this stuff. I'm securing this stuff. But nothing came. Nothing came. So what the hell was I supposed to do? You tell me what the hell was I supposed to do. And you know what? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Don't worry about it, Mr. Weaver. Everything is fine. You are safe. Bull fucking shit. It's one thing when I authorize things that matter the most to me. Important correspondence. Where the hell are we supposed to understand this correspondence is supposed to be helping us? But geez, we were supposed to be notified. Where's the correspondence? Nowhere. So yeah, this is being sent out to everybody. You double check. You triple check your damn insurance company. You check with these assholes. You make sure that your information isn't compromised. And then you change everything if you can. What you can. When you can. I mean everything. You check to see whether or not your information has been accessed or not by anybody. For me, I'm trying to download as much as I can of all the information being accessed. I want to make sure that I have not been compromised. Because this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. Nobody has accessed my records just yet. But there has been a privacy breach, according to what news report ABC 7 picked up and practically panicked me and everybody else for that matter. I have notes regarding how many times I have used Kaiser for my own situation. I'm upset. I should be upset. I should be. It'll take the system some time. Hopefully that they've got my records. So I'm going to keep my browser open for this one because I want that information. Upsetting is not the word for it. It's an understatement. It's an understatement. A word to you all. Watch your ass. Protect your information.